Welcome to Vivi Knows Best. Today I'm going to speak about something that it might be weird, but you know what? What things makes a bad worker? The reason why I want to talk about this is because at some point, all of us, we've been workers, we've been employees. Even if we've been entrepreneurs right now, at some point in our lives, we've been working for someone. And sometimes you could be a good worker or a bad worker. And I think about this and I remember some of the mistakes that I've made when I started in my career. I remember that when my boss told me that I was going to New York, first question I asked was when I could take vacation. 3 minutes later that they would explain me what is going to be my work about, and I was in Spain, I asked, when is my vacation? So that makes me a good worker? I don't think so. Eventually I learn, but you learn by doing. So this is the reason why it's important that we see what kind of things we should avoid and what makes us a bad worker. One thing is, if you don't really feel like to be better every day, that makes us a bad worker, because you know when you get someone in your office and the person is full of enthusiasm and want to do something and it's looking for the next step, that is what makes a great worker. But when someone really want to stay in the same place, comfort zone, you see some people are 20 years in the same chair, in the same work, and they don't want to change. So that makes you a good worker? No, because you're not committed to growth. And all of us, to be better, we need to grow. Another times is people who don't like to work in teams. They don't know how to work in teams. And they really like to be like solo all the time. And when you work in a corporation or in an organization, it's good that you learn to work with others. Also, you see these people who never have enthusiasm, that they are in a meeting and they are completely flat without expression, and they have no attitude at all. And the boss is speaking and they are with this attitude. With that, honestly, who wants to have somebody like that in the team? Another thing that you should avoid is to think that you know everything. You see, it's good that you give room yourself for improvement. And the only way to improve is when sometimes you listen. And you see these people who always know everything. Mr. or Mrs. know everything. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. This also, you should stop doing this behavior. And it's good to be humble and put yourself in a position that you're always going to learn something. If you welcome that feeling that you want to know something, that will help you to be a better worker. Another thing is, don't go always late. Some people always arrive late and late and late. And it's not good to go to the office. I know right now we work also at home, but if you're going to have a Zoom call, make sure that you just jump in the call at least 2 minutes before. So this will make you feel so much better, and also it's for respect for your team and your bosses and everything. So when you are in a position like an employee, it's always good that you're always in time. Another thing that makes you a bad worker is envy. You know these people who they are always green of envy, and when somebody get a promotion or when somebody get a raise, they are really these people in reality they don't even try, but they are mad with others. So that also don't make you a good worker. And another thing is the ones who are always demanding, and the ones that all the time they are demanding and they don't even say thank you or please, and they're always just commanding people. That also not good. Also the complainers, the ones who are always in the corners complaining. You go to get a coffee and they're gonna tell you everything that is going wrong in the company. Careful, beware of those, and also the ones that they don't take responsibility, that everything is someone's fault. It is something's go wrong, is always your fault. You see, it's not good, this kind of people that also don't make you a good worker, and even less a good co-worker. And other ones that I really think that they don't make the good workers are the ones who are gossiping. Yeah, the ones that are gossiping about everything, the ones who are telling the drama that is going on in the office all the time. Honestly, that doesn't make you a good addition to the team. And another thing is the one who is always fighting back. No matter what you tell them, it's always combative. It has no patience, always jumping the desk, and is always in this aggressive mood. It's not good. Another thing that doesn't make a good worker is the people who are not proactive. The people who you always passive and you have to always tell them what to do, because they will not move. They are really there like a bear and nobody could move them, you know? Another thing are the ones who always want to take a leading role and they don't allow others sometimes to take the stage. They love to be always in the front and they don't allow anybody else to speak, and they always are the ones who are speaking. If you're in a group, they will be always saying yes, yes, rah, 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 and they will never let other people to express their opinions or to give their ideas. That is so tiring, honestly. These ones don't make a good worker. So it is amazing when you know people who help others, who push others, who just really give other people the opportunity to shine. That is a really great worker. And another thing is the ones who lie. You know that they always have an excuse, and you know they're lying. You know that you have a deadline and he has been watching the Super Bowl at home, and then they tell you drama. No, because my mother-in-law just show up with drama at home and this and that. All this, it's a small lies, but it still is a lie, and they don't take really accountability for the action. So all of that, forget it. I mean, at some point, I make some of these mistakes, and that's the reason why I talk about it. So I'm not pointing fingers to anyone. Honestly, I always been in situations that I was not the best worker. And I also suffered the consequences of some of the things when I was not motivated, when I was not enthusiastic about something, or when I was not participative or proactive. So guess what? If you have that attitude and you're not engaged, you're not involved, maybe it's time to find another job. It happens. It could be that. And you know, I mean, all of us, we make mistakes, but we always could improve. So watch yourself and see if you are having any kind of these behaviors that doesn't make you the best worker ever. And then it's easy. You switch it, and then you will be the best version of yourself, which is that it's all about, okay? So thank you so much for watching. See you next week. Thank you for being there. And remember, there is so much pleasure in being a great worker. So just be. See you soon.